Is Copart stock a buy, hold, or sell? In this video, we'll answer that question. First, I'll break down the latest news, then we'll take a look at the ratings within Tykr, and then I'll let you know if this is a stock I plan to buy, hold, or sell. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sean Tepper, and I'm the founder and CEO of Tykr. If you're new to investing or want to get better at investing, rest assured you're in the right place. Here at Tykr, we help people buy and sell stocks with confidence. All right, let's go ahead and break down Copart. So what do? Well, let's jump right to their website. They're essentially an online broker for, you can buy a lot of used cars. And I was taking a look at, okay, so where do they source their vehicles? They actually get them from insurance companies that sometimes a vehicle can get dinged up a little bit and it'll still be classified as totaled. That is a thing. So Copart will take in cars that way. They also get cars from rental car companies, banks, charities, and of course from a lot of individuals putting on this site essentially a really big car auction. Now, I was curious here. I drive a Toyota 4Runner. I'm a total outdoorsman. Aside from golf, I do enjoy mountain biking and kayaking, so I need a vehicle that supports my hobby. So I'm going to type in Toyota 4Runner and see what kind of inventory we're looking at. Look at that. 1,700 results for 4Runners. Just taking a look at the list here. I just want to take a quick look, see what at the top of the list here. They got a 2022, a sharp looking green. Yeah, looking good. Very cool. So yeah, you name your vehicle, you can probably find it here on Copart. That's their business model. All right, so let's jump into some of the latest news. I'll touch on really a market overview. So the used car market in the US is expected to grow by 40 billion between 2025 and 2029. That's a compounded annual growth rate of 10% through 2030. And then because of the market uncertainty, and this typically happens when you reach market uncertainty, when times get a little tougher, people tend to kind of transition from, instead of buying that new car, I'm going to go ahead and lean towards the used car. So that behavior is starting to become a little more popular as we speak right now. With the whole Trump tariff war and uncertainty around the globe, people run into that situation. New car? No. Let's save some money and go with the used car. So a lot of cases, people will go to a site like a Copart and see what kind of inventory they have on the platform. All right, let's keep going here. The share price is actually near a 52-week low. And Motley Fool recently put out an article talking about 3 stocks to consider stockpiling as we speak. Stockpiling, if you don't know what that means, that's the strategy, and we teach this a lot in Tykr, which is you want to set aside some capital in your broker, and when your good stocks, like if let's say they've got a really good rating, when they fall and there's nothing wrong with business, that's a great opportunity to buy more. All right, with this, they listed 3 stocks, Copart, top of the list, then Tractor Supply, and then Motorola. Anyway, back to Copart. So that was one big update. And then there are a few analysts out there talking about this as kind of a hold as we speak. JP Morgan, they actually listed the share price they expected to go up. Target is moved up to $60 is their projection. So Motley Fool and JP Morgan Chase to expect share price to definitely go up on this one. And then to touch on some of the recent results with the latest earnings report is they met expectations. We're going to take a look at the earnings statement here, but they met expectations in the EPS, and the revenue increased by 7.5% year over year. Not huge, but it's still an increase. And then their next earnings report could be somewhere around September 3rd. So yeah, that's the latest news. Now let's jump into Tykr and take a closer look at the stock. We're going to walk through the strategy or the process here we call the 7. It looks at the 7 key steps to determine if a stock is a buy or sell. And yeah, let's hit it. This will really give you a good idea of how Tykr works. Now, taking a look at my screen here, if you are curious, I always say this, but if you want to, you can go to Tykr.com, go to education, and then down to calculations. Our calculations are open source for personal use. We want to be transparent with the math so you can understand the ratings. And we've talked to a lot of people, they love the transparency we do with Tykr. All right, so back to Copart, let's go through it. So the first thing we want to do is take a look at that summary. We can see that Copart is watch. Stocks in Tykr either on sale, watch, or overpriced. And only about 15% of stocks make it to on sale. So we're not going to get a point there. Let's keep going. The score is a 77, which is really good. The higher the score, the safer the stock. It's more financially safe. We're looking at, and this is in the calculations, we're looking at that revenue, net income, EPS, free cash, debts, equity, and a few other lines. But that kind of rolls up to the score. You want to be 50 or higher on the score. And then you want to jump over to the far right and look at the margin of safety. You want to be 50% or higher. We can see here it's only at 1%. That tells us the EPS or the profits are not increasing. We'll take a closer look at that EPS line in a second. But anyway, that's why this stock is watch. Now in the middle, this is interesting. It's a watch stock, but the 4M score is 80 or higher. If you can get to 80 or higher, that's actually really hard to do. And just to blow this up so you can see how this works, we break down the math part. The meaning is the business model, how scalable the revenue streams are. Then you have the moat, how the business compares to other companies in the same sector and industry. And then you have the management, which is a track record of the CEO. Putting everything together could take you hours, if not days of research. We reduce it down to seconds. In fact, you don't even have to go through the 4M if you don't want to. You can just read the score here at, we're averaging 80, which is outstanding. All right, so we're going to get a point in the middle there, and we'll get a point here in the 77. Well, let's keep going. Scrolling down to the 5-year, I like to set my charts to 5 years. The reason is I have this number memorized. The S&P 500 typically returns about 80% over a 5-year period, and we know that past performance does not guarantee future results, but we like to invest in stocks that do consistently beat the market, not just 1 year, but multiple years. So that's why this stock here, it is beating it. 112, not beating the S&P 500 by a lot, but we're gonna get a point on that one. We're almost done. Let's go to the financials tab. EPS is the number one most important line on the financial statements. This is what financial institutions pay attention to most. You want that EPS increasing. If you typically have an EPS increasing quarter over quarter and it beats its earnings estimate, in most cases, not all cases, but most, the share price is going to go up. And then if it misses on both, then in most cases, of course, not all cases, but most cases, it does go down. Well, we can see here the EPS, we see a slight increase. It is growing. We go from 38 cents up to 40 cents up to 42. So a nice increase. That's good. All right, we're going to get some point or a point there. Then we jump over to the earnings calendar. Going back to the news I talked about earlier, it did match here, probably fractions of a cent here, putting at 0.79%, but we can see here that it did beat. So there you go. There are the 7. I think if my math is correct, we're probably going to arrive at about a 4 out of 7. Let's go ahead and click on the 7. 4 out of 7. There we go. All right, so we like to see, and this is in this little pro tip here, a 5 out of 7 or higher. All right, so what would I do with this stock? I'm going to actually add this to my watch list. Based on the news, and thank you to some of you do a great job of making comments on YouTube. Hey, like, can you take a look at this stock? Or you'll email me offline, just support@tykr.com. Gives me some good ideas to jump into, but this was a fun one to research. I know the used car industry is growing, so that kind of makes me bullish, like thinking about, yeah, there could be some opportunity here. But at the same time, the financials are not blowing me away. Going back to this rating, this is great, the score, but I'd like to see a higher margin of safety. So with this stock here, I'm just going to add it to my watch list. In my book, it's really a hold at this point. If I do see at the next earnings report, if I see that EPS, like that margin of safety, going back here, see this 1%, that's going to move if we go back here, we go to EPS. Let's say we see this 0.42, this 42 cents. Let's say it jumps up to like 60 cents. That might be enough to get that margin of safety to jump up from 1% to maybe 15, 20, 25. You got to get a really big jump to get that above 50% at this point, because it's been pretty slow and steady. But just keep your eye on that. With this one, that's what I would do. You might, be honest with you, might find some bigger opportunities here. This 112 is all right. If you're looking for some higher flyers that can produce better returns, they're definitely in the market. I would do this. I would go to assets, stocks, and let's create a filter here. I'm going to go summary. Let's make sure my column here, 7, is in the right order. You can see here, turn your columns on. This is my order. If you want to take a screenshot, I've got company, summary, score, margin of safety, then 4M, then the 7. Then I'd like to see the 5-year returns and then 10-year returns. So I got that 7 in a nice clear shot here so I can see what's going on. And I'm going to go ahead, let's just go 5 to 7 and see what that turns into. About 1,000 stocks there. Let's change that to 6 to 7. you're going to have about 255. Guess who's at the top of the list here? NVIDIA. No financial advice here, but just an idea to think about. And let's go 7. All right, that turns into 23 ideas. So yeah, that's what I would do. Maybe add Copart to a watch list, keep an eye on that margin of safety, and maybe do a little browsing there to see what other ideas you can find. So there you go. I hope this video was helpful on Copart. If you want to buy and sell stocks with confidence and see my portfolio, you can join Tykr for free. Of course, don't buy and sell stocks based solely on what you hear. Only buy and sell stocks that align with your own personal financial goals. Thanks for checking out this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.